Hello, dear students, and welcome you all to the third part of the Geography, Chapter 6, that is Major Crops and Case Studies. As I have explained you yesterday only, that I am going to provide you one more part in which I will explain the case study of Ladakh and Netherlands. Okay, so in this part, I am going to explain you, or we are going to learn about the agriculture system of Ladakh as well as of Netherlands, and we will also see that how people have modified themselves according to the environmental condition of Ladakh and how agriculture affects negatively also on the land surface. So let's see what we are going to learn
about the case study. Okay, and in your chapter, this chapter, case study of Ladakh and the Netherlands is given. If we will talk about Ladakh, so student, all of you are knowing and have learned in class 7th that Ladakh is a cold desert. Why it is known as desert? Because yes, it is cold desert because the temperature here is very less. Okay, but after that also the people of Ladakh has adapted themselves according to the environment of Ladakh, and they are able to grow more than sufficient. That means they are able to grow more. Okay, and we will also learn about the Netherlands, as the Netherlands is also, we can say that, a very good country that is very good, produce very good in agriculture. Okay, so we will learn about Ladakh and Netherlands. In Netherlands, all the suitable conditions or all the positive conditions are that are needed for the farming, that is there. The government of Netherlands put lots of effort for increasing the agricultural production in Netherlands. Now, if we will talk about the Ladakh, so if we'll talk about the geography of Ladakh, so as you can see that Ladakh is situated on the high Tibetan plateau, that means near the Tibet border. It is in the rain shadow of the Himalayas, that means it do not receive good rainfall also. Leeward side, windward side पढ़ा था, rain shadow region, that means where the rain do not reach. It is one of the driest place on the earth because it has very less rainfall. Very little grows naturally in this harsh environment. If we will talk about Ladakh, so Ladakh is one of the driest place on the earth. Natural growth here is also very less because the climatic condition is very harsh. Some succulent plant, that is the plant that are juicy and fleshy, that can also survive in dry areas, those plants can grow here. Grasses, mosses manage to survive, that means very small shrubs or the mosses can grow here. In the areas near rivers, the areas where there is river, there willow tree can go. As you are knowing that willow tree is the tree that is having soft wood. Okay, so that is only. Ladakh has truly self-sufficient culture, but after that also the people of Ladakh is just like isolated because it is about 20 years only that the road in that area was built. That means the people of Ladakh are isolated from all over the India, and those are the people, they have their different culture. They do not depend on any other nearby state or country. They used to produce by themselves only whatever they are in need of. So they produced almost everything locally. They only produce everything according to their needs. Now let's know more about Ladakh. The traditional farming techniques of the region are still in use since Ladakh is hilly areas and it is not that good for the agriculture. But after that also there was a traditional way, there is an old way how people of Ladakh used to do farming because they have to fulfill their needs. Okay, they have to grow grains. So there is almost no rainfall in the region, and whatever water, so that need of water is fulfilled with the help of glaciers, streams or rivers. Whatever water is coming from the mountains by the melting of the snow, that only helps, or that water is only available on the or in Ladakh. So the rivers that are converted into small canals रिवर्स को कैनाल से जोड़ रखा है. These canals are further divided into smaller channels so that water can reach every place. Now, there is almost no naturally occurring soil suitable for agriculture. That means the place, since that is rocky area, so there is no good soil for the cultivation of crops. Okay, all the soil is actually developed by the people. The people of Ladakh usually develop the soil so that they can grow crops there. Let's see how they used to prepare the soil for the purpose of agriculture. They built basic terrace structures for fields from stone. Since it is rock on the mountains or on the hills, they used to make terrace like structures. As you can see, these are the terrace like structures that they used to make on the hills. Okay, now what they do the next, people whenever there is a stream, जहाँ पे भी stream होती है, or where there is river, so people used to stand in the rivers. Okay, और they take long rods, बड़े बड़े rod ले लेते हैं, and they used to shake the river water. Okay, they used to disturb the river bottom with long poles or rakes. Suppose that you have mixed something, you have taken sand and you have put it into glass water. Okay, you have taken some sand and you have put it into glass water and you just leave it. What will happen? The sand will, what it will collect at the bottom and water will be above. Now just take one pencil and just shake it. Okay, so what will happen? The sand will disturb and it will start coming on the bottom. And now if you will pour that water somewhere, so the water will also go with the sand, will also go with the water. So that only they used to do. What they used to do? They used to disturb the bottom of the river so that the sediments get mixed with the water and the sediment also flows with the water. If the now what they used to do? Now they used to flow the water to the terrace, and slowly when the water flows from the terrace, it also bring the sediments. Those sediments start collecting upon the surfaces and they repeat this process again and again, and that sediments that was coming from the water, that only make the soil there, and on that only they used to grow. This process forces river sediments into the water. The sediment laden water is directed to the new fields where it floods the stone and closed terraces. Okay, the sediments settle out of the water and then process is repeated. Okay, whenever the plot is ready, the people of Ladakh used to put animal manure on the terraces. जो भी structures होते हैं उस पे animal manures डालते हैं and they mixed it with that soil to make the soil fertile. Okay, and after that what will happen? They started growing barley, vegetables or whatever crop, potatoes, turnip, basically barley. People of Ladakh grows barley more. As you can see, these are terrace like farming, terrace like structures in which people of Ladakh used to grow. You can see how they have sown the crops. Now we are also learn about the Netherlands. If I'll talk about Netherlands, students, so in history we have learned about Dutch now. So the people of Netherlands are only known as Dutch, and Netherlands is an European country. Agricultural activities of Netherlands have contributed to the pollution of air, soil and water as a result of the intensive application of pesticides and minerals. Since Netherlands is a good producer or good agricultural producer, many crops they grow good. Okay, now they used to, their agricultural method is extensive. They used to put lots of amount for the agricultural production. They are exploiting the land for the purpose of agriculture. Again and again, if you will grow on land, it will ultimately loses its fertility. And if you will use insecticide, pesticides and chemical fertilizers more on the soil will become dead. Okay, then again you cannot grow anything on the soil. So that is only the people, since for the good production of agricultural crops, the people or the farmers of Netherlands use fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, that due to that the natural fertility of the soil is losing. Okay, so the criteria for the case study here is that several farming system exist there, and but after that also Netherlands is able to grow more, but then also it is the cultivation way of Netherlands is not that good, that is hindering or that is exploiting the fertility of the soil of that place. Now students, there is also a place named Achterhoek. Okay, Achterhoek is a place in Netherlands only. The Achterhoek region in Gelderland. As you can see in the map, it is the map of Netherlands, and the red area is Gelderland. Gelderland, in that only there is a small province Achterhoek about which we are going to talk. This region has poor and sandy soil. Okay, but after that also it is known for its small scale mixed farming. That means people used to grow crops also, people used to grow fodder for the animals also, and they also used to rear animal on this land of Achterhoek. Now in addition to it, they also perform arable farming. That means they also grow maize, potatoes or grain for fulfilling the need, as well as they also perform horticulture. That means some of the places are there those who grow fruits, flowers or vegetables as well. Okay, so this is the country. Here what happened, the people they used to rear lots of animals on the field, or they are utilizing each and every field for the agricultural production. Okay, the intensity of livestock production in the Achterhoek is high. The animals that they rear is very high, and due to that only the animal manure also available there. Okay, high manure surplus, which results which result in the exploitation of the environment also, like leaching of mineral loses to soil, water and atmosphere. Leaching of minerals, as you are knowing that the water seeps down under the ground, that is only known as leaching. When the water moves under the ground, it also takes minerals with it. Okay, that means the manure that is available on the surface of the earth, that is going into the surface of the earth with the help of water, and that is there are some minerals that is increasing in the water. That means the ions, or we can say that the concentration of some of the mineral increases in the soil with the process of leaching. Now if you will ask, ma'am, what is leaching? So leaching of mineral का मतलब होता है, or the nutrients is major environmental. What is leaching? Is a process, okay, when water carrying soluble substances or small particles through soil or rock, when nutrients or minerals also go down into the soil with the help of with the water. Now you will ask, what is the effect of leaching? Leaching of mineral is of major environmental concern. Okay, it affects the environment because as high concentration of some ions in the drinking water or soil or atmosphere is harmful for human health. Okay, so sometimes what happened, if more mineral content will be there in water, that is also not good for you, that is also not good for the soil. So due to the livestock farming, due to the rearing of animals, lots of animals they used to rear, which increase in the manures. Okay, that manure go to the surface of the water and increases the fertility or increases the concentration of several minerals into the soil. That is not good for the fertility of the soil also, and for the human health also. So this is all about the case study. We have learned about one place that is not able to grow that much, but after that also they have adopted some of the methods to grow somehow more than enough. There is one country, that is Netherlands. In records, that country is a very good agricultural producer, but after that also, since they use lots of fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides and several machineries on the soil, and they used to get more and more from the soil, in that greediness they are exploiting the land. Okay, and if we will talk about the after hook, so in that place people utilize each and every area of land for the purpose of farming. The land they are using for cultivation of food also, for the cultivation of animal crop also, for rearing their animals also, as well as they are doing horticulture also. That means they are utilizing each and every area of land for the purpose of farming. That is also resulting and that into the land degradation. So this is all for today. This chapter is now completed. I hope all of you are able to understood the chapter, but after that also if you are having any problem you can ask please. Thank you students.